Worthless Mutts here. Gore, the dog butcher. So, I spoke a little bit about this yesterday regarding the coyotes. And again, it's no surprise. Like when you do your research and you know about this dog culture, it's no surprise that dogs are able to get away with attacking, get away with killing. Um, they're able to get away with it. Dogs can get away with anything, like any crime, any incident. If a dog attacks or kills someone, the officers or the police or whatever will gently capture the dog. They'll gently capture the dog and treat the dog like it's a carton full of eggs. They'll tranquilize it. They'll then put it into a doggy jail where they can spend 10 days eating meals, getting groomed, and etc. Then most of the time, some of the time, they're brought back into society. And then either if that's not the case, they will just gently inject them to their death. And when a dog is put down or even shot by police, it does happen. They never use this term called killed or kill. They don't use that term. They say either put down, they may say shot, they may say put to sleep, euthanize, etc. But when it's regarding other wild animals that kill far less than dogs, then they are killed immediately, they're shot immediately, and that's what happens. They are killed and shot with bullets immediately. I'm not saying this doesn't happen with dogs. It does happen with dogs. It does happen. But most of the time, dogs are treated far better than wild animals. And again, I am not promoting or protecting or defending wild animals from attacking people. I would not want to be attacked by these things. But the point that I'm making is that we treat dogs way better than we treat people or other wild animals. If a wild animal is seen in the area or they attack, they immediately get shot and killed like they use. But if it's a dog, they will tranquilize the dog. They'll treat the dogs like it's an egg carton or a carton full of eggs. And they'll be gentle with the dog and give the dog a simple, easy death. But other wild animals, even people, do not get the same treatment as dogs. Dogs are treated way better than wild animals who attack far less. Dogs are treated way better than children, way better than the homeless, way better than people in general. And this needs to stop. So there was an incident that has been occurring this year where I believe 2.4 black bears are killed daily by the BC conservation officers. This was just in August. Again, I don't want to see animals go extinct. I know they play a vital part in our environment, but that doesn't mean I'd want to live where the bears live and mingle with bears. I want to stay far away from them as possible. Let them do what they do over there and I do here, and they're good. But I get it. They're dangerous. And I get it. We have to defend ourselves against these predators, so we kill them. But the same is not said to dogs, even though they have killed. It's far more than control. I don't even know what I don't even know what happens. What do you say? I don't even know. It's quadruple. It's by far more than quadruple. You put bears and coyotes and wolves and lions together, and dogs, man's best friend, has killed way more than them combined. This is man's best friend, the loyal one. If you're going to call something or someone man's best friend, and they still continue to devour and kill and attack, then I have every right to address the subject. I cannot let things like this slip by. I'm not an ignorant person. Call me a know-it-all because I want to know everything. Yes, I want to know everything. I do not want to be ignorant like these dog lovers. And look at this. They say officers went to 335 of those calls, and in 74 cases, a bear was killed. If these were dogs, maybe 2 of them, the dog would have been killed or shot immediately. But since it's a wild animal, they are shot with bullets and they are killed immediately. Next we have, just saw this on Reddit. Marius Ellis of South Africa adopted a baby hippo he named Humphrey after it was rescued from a river. 5 months later, the hippo dragged him into the same river and killed him. I think it was great that this person rescued a baby hippo. But I think there are degrees of animal loving. I guess I can consider myself an animal lover, animal respecter, because I know that these animals benefit the environment. These are real animals. I love them so much that I would not want to get so close to them like this person is. I would not want to treat a wild animal like a child or a friend or a baby. Rescuing an animal is one thing, but then treating them like a baby or a child or a friend is a far different thing. And this hippo, maybe the hippo was playing. The hippo dragged this person into the same river. He was saved and killed him. Again, these things are quite common, where people will rescue animals, wild predator animals, bears, lions, etc., treat them like children, like babies, like friends, like family. And then they are mauled by that same animal. And it's like we don't learn from other people's mistakes. It's like what Muhammad Ali once said. If there are a couple rattlesnakes that saves him, he's not going to open the door and allow the other 100 rattlesnakes to come in. But these people think just because they saved an animal and they're affectionate and all that crap as they're a baby, that they are safe, and the results are always and the same. And this is the same thing that can be applied to dog culture. It is the same thing. Dogs may not be real animals, but they are dangerous and have killed many people. They've killed their own owners, their own children, over and over and over again, and yet we are still making the same mistakes. One of my favorite quotes is, The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over and over again and expecting different results. Dog culture is an insane culture. Animal loving is an insane culture or lifestyle. There's nothing wrong with liking and loving animals, but I think there's a degree, there's a limit. I think loving them from afar is great, but loving them up close and kissing them and petting them and treating them like a child is far different, and this can be applied to the same old dog culture. And look at this guy, treating it like a horse, treating it like a car. Like, you think this hippo enjoyed this? Did this hippo ever say, I enjoyed being treated like this? We don't speak hippo. Does this man speak hippo? Does hippo speak man? Does hippo speak English? Yet we make the same mistakes over and over and over and over and over again. People who go to safaris. People who go to animal safaris as well. I would never do this. You're going to bring your vehicle to see these animals. This vehicle allows you to get paid, to carry your children, to carry you to work, to make money, to feed yourself, to feed your family. And you're going to bring your vehicle into this place where this thing can gore this thing upside down if it really wanted to. You're going to bring your children to these places. Whether it's a herbivore, carnivore, omnivore, whatever animal it is, you're going to bring your children into these places. That is unacceptable. You're telling me that these things wouldn't trample your child? Just because you're in a car doesn't mean you are safe. If a rhino wanted to attack and turn over your car, it would. And we've seen many incidents of people getting out of the car, winding down their window to see these animals, where they then were attacked or almost got attacked by these things. And it is insane. It is insane. Why am I even talking about this? This is something that should be, common, like second nature, common sense. And look at this. This is what people do. This is what people want to do. They think this cage is 100% safe. They think maybe this worker has a gun or a tranquilizer that means they're safe. And if this person does carry a gun with them for protection, that maybe this isn't the best thing to do or to take your children to. And there is a child in there too. And there was an incident that I covered with the same type of thing where they were in a cage car like this, and the tiger was able to break in and killed a lady. This is what people do. Is this not insane? Is this not insane? If this cage was not open, what do you think would happen? If this car decides to break down, what do you think would happen? If this truck just started to catch on fire, what do you think would happen? If you're on fire, are you going to stay into this thing or are you going to get out? Again, I think there are degrees of animal loving. You can love animals from afar, respect them from afar. Whether it's a lion, a rabbit, insects, snakes, little chipmunks, love them, like them from afar. But if you have the audacity to do things like this, take your children, your own car, and drive through places like this, where these beasts roam and will shred you to bits with ease, then I hate to say you deserve it, but you deserve it. If you are 18 or older, maybe 21 years of age and older, and you still would take yourself to put yourself in a cage like this to drive there just to see lions, then you deserve what's coming to you. Same thing with zoos. I hate zoos. I hate zoos because I think they are jails for animals. They're jails for animals, whether or not they get fed or better or not, they are jails for animals. Went to the zoo maybe twice. First time as a child, second time as a school field trip, which I had to go to.
After a young man lost his life to a tiger at the Delhi Zoo, a new video that shows the tiger.
Remembers this video? I'll try to find a better one. Hang on. I found a better video on Daily Motion. Who remembers this video of a man who somehow got into a tiger's cage? Again, viewer discretion is advised. It's terrifying. It is very terrifying. And what you're about to see, how easily this tiger was able to manhandle this man or young boy. So if you are uncomfortable with watching this, go away. If he hasn't left yet, go away now. I don't like zoos. What's the purpose of zoos? It's jail for animals. With ease. If you try to pick up this grown man, you'd be struggling to lift him or drag him. The tiger took him up with ease. Basically it. So you see the point. These animal lovers, zoos, safaris, again, it's like the same thing, regarding dogs as well. This is no different. It's no different. But we treat dogs as if they're gods. Just because they haven't attacked yet or never attacked, we treat them like dogs and forget about the thousands upon millions of attacks that dogs have consisted over the years. So again, I'm going to edit here. So again, remember to help sign a petition. Do your part in signing the petition for Jaden's Law. It is a promotion of not allowing lethal, dangerous dogs who have attacked or killed someone to return back to their owners or return back into society where they can, again, maul or attack someone else. This is Gore the Dog Butcher. And remember, it's okay to hate dogs.